Hi, thanks for joining me today. And we are in Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, um, and it is a wonderful time of year just to reflect, to look back on just all the blessings that He pours on us. And as somebody who has just gone through life and all the things, it is such a blessing to be able to sit back and look at the sacrifice that Yeshua made for us and know without a doubt, had I been the only one on the face of this earth, He would have done it for me. And He would have done it just for you had you been the only person on the face of the earth. You are that important to Him. But this week's portion is called Pesach, or Passover. And today is April the 4th, 2026, or the 17th of Nisan. And our reading this week is going to be from Exodus 33, verses 12 through 34:26, page 92 in the scriptures, of course. Numbers 28, 19 through 25, which is on page 174. Ezekiel 37, 1 through 14, on page 568. We're going to read the entire book of the Song of Songs, which starts on page 786. And then we'll go to Ephesians chapter 5, verses 25 to 33, and that starts on page 1141. So let's go ahead and start with Exodus 33, verse 12, page 93. And Moshe said to Yahweh, "See, you are saying to me, bring up this people, but you have not made known to me whom you would send with me, though you have said, I know you by name, and you have also found favor in my eyes. And now, please, if I have found favor in your eyes, please show me your way, and let me know you, so that I find favor in your eyes. And consider that this nation is your people." And he said, my presence does go, and I shall give you rest. And he said to him, if your presence is not going, do not lead us up from here. For how then shall it be known that I have found favor in your eyes, I and your people, except you go with us? Then we shall be distinguished, I and your people, from all the people who are upon the face of the earth. And Yahweh said to Moshe, even this word you have spoken, I shall do, for you have found favor in my eyes, and I know you by name. Then he said, please show me your esteem. And he said, I shall cause all my goodness to pass before you, and I shall proclaim the name of Yahweh before you, and I shall favor him whom I favor, and I shall have compassion on him who I have compassion. But he said, you are unable to see my face, for no man sees me and live. And Yahweh said, see, there is a place with me, and you shall stand on the rock, and it shall be, while my esteem passes by, that I shall put you in the cleft of the rock, and cover you with my hand while I pass by. Then I shall take away my hand, and you shall see my back, but my face shall not be seen. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Cut 2 tablets of stone like the first ones, and I shall write on these tablets the words that were on the first tablets which you broke. And be ready in the morning. Then you shall come up in the morning to Mount Sinai and present yourself to me there on top of the mountain. And let no man come up with you, and let no man be seen in all the mountain, and let not even a flock or the herd feed in front of the mountain. And he cut 2 tablets of stone like the first ones. And then Moshe rose early in the morning and went up Mount Sinai as Yahweh had commanded him. And he took 2 tablets of stone in his hand. And Yahweh came down in the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name Yahweh. And Yahweh passed before him and proclaimed, Yahweh, Yahweh, an El, compassionate and showing favor, patient and great in loving commitment and truth, watching over loving commitment for thousands, forgiving crookedness and transgression of sin, but by no means leaving unpunished, visiting the crookedness of the fathers upon the children and the children's children to the 3rd and the 4th generation. And Moshe hurried and bowed himself toward the earth and did obeisance, and said, If now I have found favor in your eyes, O Yahweh, I pray, let Yahweh go on in our midst, even though we are a stiff-necked people, and forgive our crookedness and our sin, and take us as your inheritance. And he said, See, I am making a covenant. Before all the people, I am going to do wonders such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among whom you are shall see the work of Yahweh. For what I am doing with you is awesome. Guard what I command you today. See, I am driving out from before you the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Perizzite and the Hittite and the Jebusite. Guard yourself, lest you make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land where you are going, lest it be a snare in your midst. But break down their slaughter places and smash their pillars and cut down their asherim. For you do not bow yourselves to another mighty one, for Yahweh, whose name is jealous, is a jealous El. Lest you make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they whore after their mighty ones, and slaughter to their mighty ones, and one of them invites you, and you eat of his slaughterings, and you take of his daughters for your sons, and his daughters whore after their mighty ones, and make your sons whore after their mighty ones. Do not make a molded mighty one for yourselves. Guard the festival of Matzah. For 7 days you eat unleavened bread, as I commanded you, in the appointed time of the new moon of Abib, because in the new moon of Abib you came out from Mitzrayim. Everyone opening the womb is mine, and every male firstborn among the livestock, whether bull or sheep. But the firstborn of a donkey you ransom with a lamb. And if you do not ransom, then you shall break his neck. Every firstborn of your sons shall be ransomed. And they shall not appear before me empty-handed. 6 days you work, but on the 7th day you rest. In plow time and in harvest you rest. And perform the festival of Shavuot for yourselves, of the first fruits of wheat harvest, and the festival of ingathering at the turn of the year. 3 times in the year all your men are to appear before the Master Yahweh, the Elohim of Israel. For I dispossess nations before you, and shall enlarge your borders, and let no one covet your land when you go up to appear before Yahweh, your Elohim, 3 times in the year. Do not slay the blood of my slaughterings with leaven, And do not let the slaughterings of the festival of the Pesach remain until morning. Bring the first of the first fruits of your land to the house of Yahweh, your Elohim. Do not cook a young goat in its mother's milk. And Yahweh said to Moshe, write these words, for according to the mouth of these words, I have made a covenant with you and with Israel. And he was there with Yahweh 40 days and 40 nights. And he did not eat bread, and he did not drink water. And he wrote on the tablets the words of the covenant, the 10 words. And it came to be when Moshe came down from Mount Sinai, while the 2 tablets of the witness were in Moshe's hands, when he came down from the mountain, that Moshe did not know that the skin of his face shone since he had spoken with him. And Aharon and his children, and the children of Israel, looked at Moshe and saw the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come near him. But Moshe called out to them, and Aharon and all the rulers of the congregations returned to him, and Moshe spoke to them. And afterwards all the children of Israel came near, and he commanded them all that Yahweh had spoken with him on Mount Sinai. And when Moshe ended speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. But whenever Moshe went in before Yahweh to speak with him, he would remove the veil until he came out. And when he came out, he spoke to the children of Israel that he had been commanded. And the children of Israel would see the face of Moshe, that the skin of Moshe's face shone. And Moshe would put the veil on his face again until he went in to speak with him. I'm moving on to Numbers, verse 28, verses 19 through 25. It's on page 174. And you shall bring near an offering made by fire as an ascending offering to Yahweh, 2 young bulls and 1 ram, and 7 lambs a year old, perfect ones they are for you. And their grain offering, fine flour mixed with oil. Prepare 3/10 of an ephah for a bull, and 2/10 for a ram. Prepare 1/10 of an ephah for each of the 7 lambs, and 1 goat as a sin offering to make atonement for you. Prepare these besides the ascending offering of the morning, which is for a continual ascending offering. According to these, you are to prepare the food of the offering made by fire daily for 7 days as a sweet fragrance to Yahweh. It is prepared besides the continual ascending offerings and its drink offerings. And on the 7th day, you have a set apart gathering. You do no servile work. Now, Ezekiel is our next chapter, Ezekiel 37, verses 1 through 14, and that's on page 568. And we're going to read verses 1 through 14. The hand of Yahweh was upon me, and took me out by the Spirit of Yahweh, and set me down in the midst of the valley, and it was filled with bones. And he made me pass among them all around, and see, there were very many on the surface of the valley, and see, they were very dry. And he said to me, Son of man, would these bones live? And I said, Oh, Master Yahweh, you know. And again he said to me, Prophesy to these bones, And you shall say to them, O dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus said the Master Yahweh to these bones, see, I am bringing upon you a spirit, and you shall live. And I shall put sinew on you, and bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put a spirit in you, and you shall live. And you shall know that I am Yahweh. And I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise, and there was a rattling, and the bones came together, bone to bone. And I looked and saw sinews and flesh come upon them, and skin covered them, but there was no spirit in them. And then he then said to me, prophesy to the spirit, prophesy, Son of Man, and you shall say to the spirit, thus says the Master Yahweh, come from the four winds, O Spirit, and breathe on these killed ones, so that they live. And I prophesied as he commanded me, and the Spirit came upon them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, a very great army. And he said to me, Son of man, these bones are all the house of Israel. See, they say, our bones are dry. Our expectancy has perished, and we ourselves have been cut off. Therefore prophesy, you shall say to them, thus says the Master Yahweh, see, O my people, I am opening your burial sites, and shall bring you up from the burial sites, and shall bring you into the land of Israel. And you shall know that I am Yahweh. When I open your burial sites, my people, and bring you up from your burial sites, and I shall put my spirit in you, and you shall live, and I shall settle you in your own land, and you shall know that I, Yahweh, have spoken, and I have done it, declares Yahweh. Now the next section we're going to do is the Song of Songs. And we're going to read chapters 1 through 8, which is the entirety of the Song of Songs. Some people know this is the Songs of Solomon. And this is going to start on page 786. The Song of Songs, which is Shalomos. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for your carnal love is better than wine. For fragrance your oils are good. Your name is oil poured forth. Therefore the young women love you. Draw me, we run after you. The sovereign has brought me into his inner rooms. We exalt and rejoice in you. We praise your carnal love more than wine. Rightly do they love you. I am dark but lovely. O daughters of Yerushalayim, like the tents of Kedar, like the curtains of Shlomo. Do not look upon me, because I am dark, because the sun has tanned me. My mother's sons were displeased with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards. My own vineyards I have not kept. Make known to me. O you, whom my being loves, where you feed your flocks, where you make it rest at noon. For why should I be as one who is veiled beside the flocks of your companions? If you do not know, O beautiful among women, go in the footsteps of the flock and feed your little goats behind the shepherd's dwellings. I have compared you, my love, to the filly among Pharaoh's chariots. Your cheeks are pretty with ornaments, your neck with strings of beads. Let us make you ornaments of gold with studs of silver. While the sovereign is at his table, my nard shall give its fragrance. My beloved is a bundle of myrrh to me, lying between my breasts. My beloved is to me a cluster of henna blooms in the vineyards of En-Gedi. See, you are beautiful, my love. See, you are beautiful. Your eyes are as doves. See, you are handsome, my beloved. Yes, pleasant. Also, our bed is green. The beams of our houses are cedar. Our rafters are of fir. I am the rose of Sharon, the lily of the valley. Like a lily among thorns, so is my love among the daughters. Like an apple tree among the trees of the forest, so is my beloved among the sons. I delight in his shade and sat down, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He brought me to the house of wine, and his banner over me was love. Strengthen me with raisin cakes, refresh me with apples, for I am faint with love. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand embraces me. I have put you under oath, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelle or by the doers of the field. Do not stir up nor awaken love until it pleases the voice of my beloved. See, he is coming, leaping on the mountains, skipping on the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or like a young stag. See, he is standing behind our wall, looking through the windows, peering through the lattice. My beloved responded and said to me, rise up, my love, my beautiful one, and come away. For look, the winter is past. The rain is over, gone. The flowers have appeared in the earth. The time of singing has come. And the voice of the turtle dove has been heard in our land. The fig tree has ripened her figs, and the vines with the tender grapes have given a good fragrance. Rise up, my love, my beautiful one, and come away. Oh, my dove in the cleft of the rock, in the covering of the cliff, let me see your appearance. Let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet, and your appearance is lovely. Catch the foxes for us, the little foxes that spoil the vines, and our vines are all blooms. My beloved is mine, and I am his. He feeds his flocks among the lilies until the day breaks and the shadows have fled. Turn, my beloved, and be like a gazelle or a young stag on the mountains of Bether. On my bed at night, I sought the beloved of my being. I sought him, but I did not find him. Come, let me arise and go about the city, in the streets and in the broad places. I seek the beloved of my being. I sought him, but I did not find him. The watchmen who go about the city found me, to whom I said, have you seen the beloved of my being? Scarcely had I passed by them when I found the beloved of my being. I held him and would not let him go until I had brought him to the house of my mother and into the room of her who conceived me. I have put you under oath, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or by the doves of the field. Do not stir up nor awaken love until it pleases. Who is this coming out of the wilderness, like columns of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense from all the merchants' fragrant powders? See, it is Shlomo's couch. 60 mighty men are around it, of the mighty men of Israel, all of them holding swords, skilled in battle. Each one has his sword on his thigh because of fear in the night. Sovereign Shlomo make himself a litter of the woods of Lebanon. He made it posts of silver, its supports of gold, its seats of purple. Within it was decked with love by the daughters of Yerushalayim. Go forth, O daughters of Zion, and see sovereign Shlomo with the crown with which his mother crowned him on the day of his wedding and on the day of his gladness of heart. See, you are beautiful, my love. See, you are beautiful. Your eyes are as doves behind your veil. Your hair is like a flock of goats going down from Mount Gilead. Your teeth are like the flock of shorn sheep which have come up from the washing. All of them bear twins, and not one loses her young. Your lips are like a cord of scarlet, and your speech is lovely. Your cheeks behind your veil are like a piece of pomegranate. Your neck is like the Tower of David, built for an armory on which hang 1,000 shields, all the armor of mighty men. Your two breasts are like two fawns, twins of a gazelle pasturing among the lilies. Until the day breaks and the shadows have fled, I shall go my way to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. You are all beautiful, my love, and not a blemish is on you. Come with me from Lebanon, my bride. With me from Lebanon. Look from the top of Amana, from the top of Shinir and Hermon, from the dens of lions, from the mountains of the leopards. You have put heart into me, my sister, my bride. You have put heart into me with one gaze of your eyes, with one bead of your necklace. How beautiful have been your carnal love, my sister, my bride. How much better than wine is your carnal love, and the fragrance of your perfumes than all spices. Your lips, oh my bride, drip as the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under my tongue, and the fragrance of your garments is like the fragrance of Lebanon. A garden locked is my sister, my bride, my fountain locked, a spring sealed up. Your plants are an orchard of pomegranates with pleasant fruit, with henna, nard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with all trees of frankincense, myrrh and aloes, with all the chief spices, a garden spring, a well of living water, and streams from Lebanon. Awake, O north wind, and come, O south. Blow upon my garden. Let its spices flow out. Let my beloved come to his garden and eat its pleasant fruits. I have come to my garden, my sister, my bride. I have plucked my myrrh with my spice. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, O friends, drink and drink deeply, O beloved ones. I was sleeping, but my heart was awake. The voice of my beloved, he knocks. Open for me, my sister, my love, my dove, my perfect one. For my head is drenched with dew, my locks with the drops of the night. I have taken off my robe. Should I put it on? I have washed my feet. Should I dirty them? My beloved put his hands by the latch, and my feelings were deeply moved for him. I rose to open for my beloved, and my hands dripped with myrrh, and my fingers with flowing myrrh on the handles of the lock. I opened for my beloved, but my beloved had turned away. He had gone. My beloved went out when he spoke. I sought him, but I could not find him. I called him, but he gave me no answer. The watchmen who went about the city found me. They struck me. They bruised me. The keepers of the wall lifted my veil from me. I have put you under oath, O daughters of Yerushalayim, if you find my beloved, that you inform him that I am faint with love. What kind of a beloved is your beloved, O beautiful among women? What kind of a beloved is your beloved that you have put us under oath? My beloved is dazzling and ruddy, chief among 10,000. His head is refined gold. His locks are wavy, black as a raven. His eyes are like doves by streams of water, washed with milk and fitly set. His cheeks are like a bed of spices, raised bed of scented plants. His lips are lilies, dripping, flowing myrrh. His hands are rods of gold set with beryl. His body is carved ivory, covered with sapphires. His legs are columns of marble, founded on sockets of fine gold. His appearance is like Lebanon, choice as the cedars. His mouth is most sweet, and he is altogether lovely. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Yerushalayim. Where has your beloved gone, O beautiful among women? Where has your beloved turned aside? Let us seek him with you. My beloved went down to his garden, to the beds of spices, to feed his flocks in the garden, and to gather lilies. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. He feeds his flock among the lilies. Oh, my love, you are as beautiful as Tirzah, lovely as Yerushalayim, awesome as an army with banners. Turn your eyes away from me, because they overcome me. Your hair is like a flock of goats that have hopped down from Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of sheep that have come up from washing. All of them bear twins, and not one among them has lost her young. Your cheeks behind your veil are like a piece of pomegranate. There are 60 sovereignesses and 80 concubines and innumerable young women. My dove, my perfect one, is the only one of her mother, the choice of the one who bore her. The daughters saw and called her blessed, sovereignnesses and concubines, and they praised her. Who is she who shines forth as the morning, beautiful as the moon, clear as the sun, awesome as an army with banners. I went down to the garden of nuts to see the budding of the wadi, to see whether the vines had budded and the pomegranates had bloomed. I did not know my desire made me as the chariots of my noble people. Return, return, O Shulamith. Return, return, and let us look upon you. Why should you look upon the Shulamite? As it were the dance of two armies? How beautiful are your feet in sandals, O daughter of the noble. The curves of your thighs are like ornaments, the work of a craftsman's hands. Your navel is a rounded bowl. Let it not lack mixed wine. Your body is a heap of wheat hedged about with lilies. Your two breasts are like two fawns, twins of a gazelle. Your neck is like an ivory tower. Your eyes pools in Heshbon by the gate of Bath Rabim. Your nose is like the tower of Lebanon looking to Damascus. Your head upon you is like Mount Carmel, and the hair of your head like purple. The sovereign is held captive by the ringlets. How beautiful and how pleasant you are, O love and delights. This stature of yours compares to a palm tree, and your breasts to clusters. I said, let me go up to the palm tree. Let me take hold of its tips. And please, let your breasts be like clusters on the vine. Let the fragrance of your breath like apples, and your palate like the best wine. Go down smoothly for my beloved, flowing gently, slumbering lips. I am my beloved's, and his desire is toward me. Come, my beloved, let us go forth to the field. Let us stay in the villages. Let us get up early to the vineyards. Let us see whether the vine has budded, the grapes' blooms have opened, the pomegranates have bloomed. There I give you my carnal loves. The love apples have given fragrance, and at our gates are all pleasant fruit, new and old, which I have laid up for you, my beloved. Who would make you a brother to me, who nursed at my mother's breasts? Should I find you outside, I would kiss you. I would not be despised. I would lead you. I would bring you into the house of my mother, she who has taught me. I would give you spiced wine to drink of the juice of my pomegranate. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand embraces me. I have put you under oath, O daughters of Yerushalayim. Do not stir up or awake my love until it pleases. Who is this coming up from the wilderness, leaning upon her beloved? Under the apple tree I awakened you. There your mother was in labor with you. There she was in labor, gave birth to you. Set me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm. For love is as strong as death, jealousy as cruel as Sheol. Its flames are flames of fire, a flame of Yah. Many waters are unable to extinguish love, and floods do not wash it away. If one would give all the wealth of his house of love, it would be utterly scorned. We have a little sister, and she has no breasts. What do we do for our sister in the day when she is spoken for? If she is a wall, we build upon her a battlement of silver. And if she is a door, we would enclose her with boards of cedar. I am a wall, and my breasts like towers. So I became in his eyes as one who found peace. Shlomo had a vineyard in Baal Haman. He let out the vineyard to keepers. Each one was to bring for its fruit 1,000 pieces of silver. His own vineyard is before me. O Shlomo, 1,000 belongs to you, and 200 to those who keep its fruit. You who sit in the garden, the companions listen for your voice. Let me hear it. Hurry, my beloved, and be like a gazelle for a young stag on the mountain of spices. And now to Ephesians. The whole time I was reading that, I just kept remembering that I am the bride of Christ. I am my beloved's, and he is mine. And he gave his life for me. And everything he went through it because he loved me so much that he could do nothing else. And in this time of Passover, realizing everything that he laid down for me, how can I not want to follow his commands and prepare myself for the wedding day, the time that I get to come to him? How anybody can look at that and not realize how important all of this is to him. I just don't understand. But now we are going to move to Ephesians chapter 5, verses 25 to 33. And that is on page 1141 in the scripture. Husbands, love your wives, as Messiah also did love the assembly and gave himself for it, in order to set it apart and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, in order to present it to himself a splendid assembly, not having spot or wrinkle or any of this sort, but that it might be set apart and blameless. In this way, husbands ought to love their own wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. For no one ever hated his own flesh, but feeds and cherishes it, as also the master does the assembly, because we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For this cause a man shall leave his father and mother, and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. This secret is great, but I speak concerning Messiah and the assembly. However, you too, everyone, let each one love his own wife as himself, and let the wife see that she fears her husband. Have a blessed feast of unleavened bread. Thank you for listening.